Hey, my son Parker with our first fish of the day. He just barely got down there. He said, Dad, there's fish everywhere down there. And boom, crappie drilled it. Nice 9-incher. That would be a good one to eat, but we don't need any fish today, so we're not keeping any. We'll get a photo of him and get him back down the hole. Nice job, buddy. All right, first fish of the morning. Back down the hole he goes. Thanks for the fun, pal. Hey, got a crappie. There we go. Got him on the Custom Jigs and Spins gill pill. We're looking to keep fish. That's a perfect eater there, but we don't need any, so we'll get him another time. All right, get him off, get him back, show you what we're using. Nice one, thanks, buddy. Okay, using a this is a roach, VMC roach jig. It's basically a tungsten tubby with hair. It's a hair jig, and then I've got a wax worm on there. We are out. It is, we were just talking, it's almost Christmas. It's the 23rd of December, and we are out on a West Twin Cities metro area lake. We got about 8.5 inches ice, so we walked out. Now we're not very far out. Pulled out the Clam Fish Trap Voyager Ice Team Edition here. Got a couple of hummingbirds going down there. We're jigging, alternating. I'm alternating between this roach jig and a Custom Jigs and Spins gill pill. My son's using a tungsten tubby. We're switching colors. We're using wax worms. We're using red spikes or Euro larvae. We're in about 20 feet of water. We're in a hole that is surrounded by shallower areas with weeds. A lot of times you look shallower this time of year, but we are finding the bigger fish like that sunfish. My son got a nice crappie already. The bite isn't quite as fast here. The fish are moving through, moving up and down onto these shallow or weedy areas right around us, but up there we seem to catch smaller ones. We're not seeming to catch the bigger ones. We seem to have better size here, so we just wait them out. Group comes through, we catch a few, wait them out, and repeat. We'll hopefully catch a few more here and talk about rods, reels, and some other stuff as we go along. Stay with us. Hey, what do we got here? Oh, nice bluegill. All right. We're not keeping any fish today, but if we were, that's a good solid 8-incher. Get a picture of him here, and then I'll show you what I caught him on, and then we will get him back down the hole and talk about where we are and what we're doing this morning. And my son Parker got one here. We got a few looking around here. Got another nice bluegill there. If they needed any fish, that would definitely be another good one to eat. But boy, they're fun. Boy, they're fighting too, but they're a little finicky yet this morning. We're kind of wanting to hang out near the bottom. We pull one up once in a while. Hopefully we get them to turn on and get in the mood here. Good job, buddy. Okay, I'll talk about gear. You want to hold up your rod, Parker? We're using hummingbirds here, Helix Ice 7s. Drilled our holes with a Strike Master 40-volt lithium ion. Parker's got a tungsten tubby there with a couple of red spikes. He's using a St. Croix Legend black ice rod with a stainless steel spring bobber or strike indicator at the end. A Fish 13 Descent inline ice reel. We love these inline ice reels. That allows us, he's got 2-pound test Vanish fluorocarbon on there. We can have that for stealth, and with that inline ice reel, I hear mallards chuckling above us. With that inline ice reel, you don't get the line twist that you do out of the spinning reel. So when he gets his jig down there, it's not sitting there spinning around in circles, spooking the fish. All right, let's get back down. And my son just hit another crappie. We'll get a picture of him and we'll get him back. Good job, buddy. They're starting to get a little more aggressive here. Parker with a tweener there, a little bit smaller than some of them have been catching, but still not bad. hit it pretty good?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll come back down there and try to get another one. And Parker got a beauty there. That's a 8.5 inch bowl there. Nice job, buddy. Crappie, sunfish, and bass and pike. Nice job. Alright, Parker's got something that's not a panfish on here. It's a big one. Your drag slipping?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pause here a second, move some stuff. Alright, I'm back. We got stuff out of the way here. Parker's got something that ain't a panfish on. We had a big pike bite off a tip up, iFish Pro tip up a minute ago, so there's some big pike around here. We had one earlier take the dead stick bobber down and almost pulled the rod in the hole with it. Missed that one. Figures we get them hooked up with the 2-pound test instead of with the 8-pound test. When he gets us up to the hole here, I will help him bring it in. Okay, Parker got it up. That's about a 6-pound pike. He got it up on 2-pound test with an ultralight. That away, boy. Good job, buddy. All right, we'll get that girl back down the hole before she destroys everything in the house.
Jeez.
Ooh, threw water all over the heater, all over the locator, all over us. Thanks a lot, pal. We just had some excitement here. Didn't get them in early ice. You can get bass or pike too. I didn't talk about it, but we have a dead stick down. We have a crappie minnow, good sized crappie minnow under a float on a vertical creepworm jig, it's called. And just a minute ago, we saw on Parker's flasher, we saw a fish fly up from the bottom, and that bobber was out the bottom of the hole before we could pick up the rod, and missed it. And maybe 2 minutes later, something came up nice, something big. Drilled this is another bait we're using. This is a Custom Jigs and Spins gill pill. Drilled this, tipped with some Euro larva, and I felt right away it was a big fish. Fought it, I got it up into the hole. We saw it, but it came off in the hole. Using an ultralight here with 2-pound line. Be careful. And it was about a 2.5-pound largemouth. So really nice like this. You can get some pike, some largies, maybe even some walleyes too. A little excitement, didn't get them in, but it was fun. Parker's got another nice sunfish there. This one's a hybrid, bluegill pumpkin seed cross. They have those in this like bluegill's pumpkin seeds, and now we get some hybrids. Nice job, buddy. All right, what do we got? Oh, crappie. Nice one. And that Custom Jigs and Spins gill pill with 3 red spikes or Euro larvae. Nice fish. Put him back. There he goes. All right, got another bluegill after all that bass excitement. A little smaller one there. You gotta take some of the smaller ones with the bigger ones. It's like we talked about earlier. Back they're on for a while, and you catch a few, and then they slow down, and they're down there, but they just stare at it, won't hit it, and then all of a sudden they get aggressive again. This is one of the other jigs that we like to use. It's called a Custom Jigs and Spin gill pill. It's got a rounded top and a flat bottom, so it drops slower. When you lift it up, it kind of flutters around, just got a little more subtle movement. It's not tungsten, takes a little longer to get it down there, but it's just a more subtle action. And I got 3 red spikes on there. This happens to be orange and chartreuse. We've got fish today on orange and chartreuse, pink and chartreuse, and white. All right, Parker got a nice crappie on the dead stick. It's just, you can see it's a creepworm, it's called, the jig. And then we just got a crappie minnow hooked below the dorsal. It's a glow in the dark, and then just under a slip bobber. Nice fish, buddy. We'll get a photo of that and get him back. That's 11, 12 inchers there. Okay, and Parker just got the biggest one of the day there. Look at that. That's a 9-inch bluegill. It's even got color, even got the orange belly. That is a beast on that tungsten tubby. We'll we'll get a photo of him and get him back. Hey, got another nice sunny here. 8-inch or so bluegill. Hit that gill pill with red spikes or Euro larva on it. We'll get a picture of him and then we'll let him go. All right, got another bluegill here. Little one this time. We've only caught like 3 little ones. Everything else has been nice big keepers. So, all right, on that gill pill with the spikes again. Got one of my spikes. No, they're all 3 are there. With the little red spikes. Well, my son was nice one. Well, my son was videotaping me getting ready. I was going to show a gill pill and how many talk about spikes on it or Euro larva. He looked over and the bobber was gone on the dead stick, and he brought up a nice crappie. Oh boy. That's a good 10-incher there. We'll get a photo of him and get him back down the hole. Boy, we'd have a meal easy already if we needed to keep any fish. So good early ice fishing here, and there's like 2 other people, or a pair and a single out here. Got the place to ourselves. Good job, buddy. I'll get a picture. All right, I got something pretty big, feels pretty good here. Drilled the bobber. He got into your line. It is a pike. Get him up on here and try to grab a hold of him before he makes a total mess.
He's on 9.
All right, you got your line there.
Yeah.
We'll get that taken care of.
Can I stop filming?
No, we'll get a picture of him. Skinny guy, no wonder he's eating. Scrawny guy, but we'll get a picture of him. We'll get him back down the hole. Parker's bringing something big up here. We're pretty sure it's not a panfish. Oh, another nice pike. Oh, he bit it off right there. Yeah, I think we might have got video of him in the hole there. Yeah, we're not exactly equipped for pike with 2-pound test fluorocarbon. Oh, Parker got our first pumpkin seed here. Attaboy. That's a nice chubby one too. Pumpkin seeds are always a little more solid than bluegills. They're a little thicker and then they fight a little harder. Good job. Get him back. Thanks for the fun, pal.
He got out in a hurry.
He got out of there in a hurry, yeah. Okay, we got pandemonium going here. I just got a bass up the hole. And Parker was going for the camera, and the bobber went down on the dead stick, and we got a small pike. I got the bass on a jig and Euro larva. Crappie minnow on a vertical jig for the pike under the flip bobber there. So, total buffet going on out here, a little bit of everything. All right, get him down, and then we'll get the bass down. And of course, we're getting pounding crappies and sunnies in between all these bass and pike too. So yeah, gonna get that bass off and get him down. Good job, buddy. Parker, another nice bluegill here. I think I've been getting outfished here today. I am the only one that got a pike up the hole and onto the ice. But I lost a bass, he lost pike, but he's got all the crappies and he's on a bluegill. And you know, sunfishing mean you got the only pumpkin seed too. So we'll get a picture of him and get him back. All right, Parker, another nice bluegill. Oh boy. Got to splash you. All right, nice job, buddy. And there's more fish down there on the screen. Oh, that's a nice bluegill there, buddy. Wrapped around the deucer. That's a good one. The thing about sunfish, they like to swim in circles when they're coming up the hole. So then they get around the deucer sometimes. Ooh, but that's a good one, buddy. We'll get a photo of that one. Oh, and he swallowed that tungsten tubby pretty good. We might need a toothpick to get him out. All right, Parker is hoisted another beastie bluegill out of the hole. There's another 9-incher with color again. Holy buckets, that's a nice one for through the ice. Oh boy. Boy, we are just hammering the fish today. We'll get a nice photo of that one again and get him back down the hole. Good job, buddy. And Parker with another nice bluegill. Got another little flurry going here. Alright, we'll get him back. And take a look at that jig. It's just a pink and white tubby, VNC tubby tungsten, or tungsten tubby with some spikes on it. We got around the deucer cord, but Parker got another nice bluegill. Boy, I'm getting outfished here today. You know, I wouldn't be totally upset if you let me catch one. Or two. Another nice 7 3/4, 8-inch gator bluegill. Down he goes. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. Cloud's starting to roll in a little bit, getting towards the middle of the morning. Bite is slowing down a little bit, although we just got our last fish of the day was about 1.5 pound largemouth bass on the iFish Pro tip-up. So early ice, you can check up shallow if you can find weeds, but a lot of times fish, especially to be able to fish all day, they'll be in that deeper water right next to those shallow areas with weeds. We're out here, it's day before Christmas Eve, and we got 8.5, 9 inches ice, and we're still catching our fish, including pike and largemouth bass and crappies and bluegills and pumpkin seeds and hybrid sunfish, all in about 20 feet of water. But we're literally 20 yards from about 11 or 12 feet of water and some weeds. So get out, definitely get a dead stick with a minnow down. Caught crappies and caught bass and caught pike, but attracted fish as well. And then get those small little tungsten jigs down there, bang them around on that soft bottom, have them tipped with a waxworm or a euro larva, and you can have a blast. For Parker Smutka behind the camera, I'm Troy Smutka, Great Day on the Water Guide Service. Thanks for watching this episode of Fishing and Hunting the North Country, our first ice fishing episode of the season. Until next time, good luck, and I will see you out there somewhere.